This is day 3. Just in case you forget, Sherman. Good morning. What a day. What a night. It was quiet last night, no wind, which was nice. I think I only woke up at about twice because the dog moved around and got all the blankets off him, so I had to curl him back up into his sleeping bag and blankets. Today I am stiff. I woke up this morning, my shoulders are stiff, my lower back is stiff, so maybe I'll pop an Advil and or maybe I won't. I've earned this pain, right? Oops. So it's 10 past 9. I'm a little behind schedule, but I'm still making good time. I just gotta pack my bag up, get organized, and get out of here. I think the forecast is calling for rain today, which is making me a little bit nervous. So I'm in a, yeah, but it's not too bad, hopefully. It's not thunderstorms, it just says rain. So hopefully we're not in too bad of a spot. I am a little bit turned around on big trout here. It's a big weird lake that has all kinds of islands, and I don't know, I'm a little disoriented right now, but I think I'm back on track. So, here's a story about big trout. About 4 or 5 years back, me and a couple of buddies were up here on a 4-day loop. We did from here, I think we went down Grassy Bay to McIntosh, and from McIntosh we went down to through Tom Thompson back out to Canoe Lake. Anyway, this looks promising. Anyway, so yeah, so we were here and got one of the island sites, and then a few hours later, a couple of guys, and then a few hours later, a big group of kids showed up at the site across from us. And we were like, what the heck? And they were loud and obnoxious. And we were like, man, this is not why we paddled 2 days for the peace and quiet of Algonquin. Anyway, so, but then around, I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock around dinner time, it got really quiet. And yeah, so we were happy about that. But anyway, so and then yeah, then around 11 o'clock at night, a helicopter showed up and flew around the perimeter of a big trout like 5 or 6 times. It was pretty wild, and they had a big spotlight and they lit us up a couple times, and we were pretty freaked out. We're like, we don't know what's going on. And then the helicopter went over to the site where the kids were, and a guy like rappelled down out of the side of the helicopter down to the campsite. And we're like, oh, something bad happened over there. And then the helicopter flew away. Anyway, we didn't really find out what happened until we got back to Canoe Lake, and we asked the guy, we asked one of the guys who works the docks there, and they're like, yeah, some kid drowned. And yeah, my buddy's a paramedic, and he was like, shit. He felt really bad about that. Well, I guess we all felt really bad about it, but he was like, if I knew. Yeah, so apparently the teacher, I don't know if you guys heard this story. Some of you in Canada might have heard of it. If you live in Toronto, you definitely heard of it. Yeah, so the kid didn't know how to swim, and it was a school trip, and you had to pass a swimming test to be able to go on the trip. And the kid didn't pass the test, but the teacher let him go on the trip anyway. And yeah, the poor kid drowned. And the teacher, I think, went to jail. He, like, some kind of reckless endangerment or something. I'm not too sure what his charge was, but it wasn't good. And yeah, sad story. It was really freaky. Anyway, I think I've sort of got my bearings. I was a little turned around. I didn't really know what was going on. But I think I know what's happening now. Maybe. So I just checked my weather because the wind's picking up hard. There's a nasty bit of weather on the horizon. And yeah, it's calling for rain pretty much for the rest of the afternoon. So here's the thing. Do I just shut up? That island site right there is free to use, so I could just pull over today, use one of my rest days a little early. I was going to use one of my rest days. Anyway, I'll just use one of my rest days a little early, wait for this rain to pass. Tomorrow it's not supposed to rain, according to my weather thing, my GPS weather report. But today it's 80% chance of raining. So I'd rather spend the rest of the day setting up kind of a rain situation, set up a tarp, gather a bunch of firewood, and sit this day out. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go head over to that site now. This wind is out of control. I'm trying to figure out how to set up a tarp. As you can see, there's not much protection from the way the wind's going. And I've walked around the island. There's one other spot pretty far south on the island where there's a little bit more reprieve from the wind. So I might move all my stuff down there, but it's a bit of a bushwhack to get there. Maybe I'll just leave the canoe here, take my stuff over there, and set up camp there. I'm just trying to figure out what the best course of action is. There's a lot of, I saw 2 dead standing trees, so I know I have lots of firewood for the day, so I'm not worried about that anymore. I thought I might have to paddle over to one of the shores, but I don't think I'll need to do that. I just want a break from the wind. So yeah, I think I'm going to start carrying my stuff over to that other location. wind is relentless. Pretty happy that I decided to do a sort of rest day today. I'm just doing a quick setup of the tarp because I am paranoid about the rain coming. And the way the wind was coming off the lake up at the other one, I couldn't set up the tarp properly. It was just catching the wind like a sail. Here is a little bit easier. Okay, part A. I love Birch Park. Makes everything so much easier. Twig stoves are amazing. If you don't have one, just get one. I really want to get one of those Bush Buddy or the Solo stove. I know they're not as compact, but these things can be a pain in the ass to put together anyway. I think I got this one on Amazon for like 25 bucks. So worth it. So worth it. It was one time, me and my buddy Kier, I think it was even on this lake, we, similar to today, we got weatherbound. It was raining and windy. We had bad weather that whole trip. It was just raining and cold. It was late November, like, I think, anyway, I don't really remember, but it was late November. I think it even snowed. And so yeah, that day we just legitimately set up the tarp similar to this and just spent the day feeding the twig stove. Pretty much all day. Feeding the twig stove. My tie-up got loose on one side, so I'm gonna have to retie it. Well, I'll tell you, those soup and sandwiches made me feel pretty good, so I think it's time to go find some firewood for tonight. And, yep, that was a good rest. I'm happy I did that. I feel much better. just a quick weather update. I just got a weather update. So they canceled the rain for today. It's not coming until tonight. And it's supposed to be pretty heavy rain. It just says heavy rain. I think it's like 10 millimeters or something. I don't know. Anyway, so heavy rain tonight, and but it's supposed to clear up by about 8 a.m. I think when I first, the day one, just waking up and getting here, getting in the car, and just go. And then yesterday was go with the double carry and everything. So I haven't. It's nice to have just a chill day where I just get to hang out at camp and whatever. It's 3:30 now. Got the tent set up. Feel good about this spot. It's out of the wind, and well, as out of the wind as it can be. And I cut up a bunch of that. Cut up a few of those trees that that you saw me cut down. And I think I'm just gonna read my book and smoke my pipe and chill out for the rest of the day until it's dinner time. I got the bear bag hung, or the bear line for the bear bag to hang. So yeah, I'm kind of just gonna enjoy the woods today and not be too bummed out about the wind. We always want, it would have been nice if it was just like an easy trip, all the way. Just everything worked out. The weather was beautiful, and that's what I want. And but you know what? That's not what I got. So you just got to make do with the best you get, and just enjoy it. Yeah, I could have probably made it to. Wherever, Burnt Root. Burnt Island is where I was yesterday. Burnt Root is where I'll be tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as me just chilling out for today. Just enjoying camp, watching the dog chase squirrels. This is just a much more enjoyable day for me today. For dinner, I'll probably eat dinner at around, 5:30ish. So for dinner we have creamy beef and noodles with mushroom. A classic old world recipe with pasta, beef, and mushrooms in a rich sour cream sauce. Just add water to the Easy Fill 7.5. Same as yesterday. Man, I'm glad I'm not on the water in this. Whitecaps. I hope it doesn't stay like this. But if it does, I'm ready to deal with it. It's 5 o'clock. I think I'm gonna hang the bear bag. I've got my meal. I don't need anything else from it tonight. So yeah, I just want to get all the camp chores done so that when it's time to turn in, I can just turn in. And yeah, I'm really grateful that today happened the way it did. That I was just able to just sort of relax and not fight the weather. I needed today. I needed to just get my mind right, get into Algonquin.